Chapter 23, Export-Import Bank. The Export-Import Bank should be abolished. Author Veronique de Rugy is the George Gibbs Chair in Political Economy and Senior Research Fellow at the Mercatus Center at George Mason University and a nationally syndicated columnist and blogger for National Review Online's The Corner. The case for the Export-Import Bank. Author Jennifer Hazelton is a former U.S. Congress Communications Director and award-winning Fox News Channel and CNN News journalist. She is a former senior strategic consultant for the DoD and industrial base policy and had senior positions at the U.S., the Export-Import Bank of the U.S. and the State Department. In this chapter, two conservative authors take different views of the value of the Export-Import Bank, or Import Bank, or the bank, a federal agency established in 1934. The XIM was created to provide export subsidies through taxpayer-backed financing to private exporting corporations, as well as to foreign companies buying exports for the purpose of promoting American exports, creating jobs, supporting small businesses, protecting U.S. taxpayers. In plain language, an export subsidy is direct or indirect government payment or targeted tax cut given to a firm, industry, or business to help its export performance. The bank offers loan guarantees, working capital guarantees, direct loans, and export. Credit insurance, direct loans, and export. Credit insurance. Political economist de Rugy takes a dim view of the XIM, calling for it to be abolished because, she writes, it is a protectionist agency that picks winners and losers in the market by providing political privileges to firms that are already well financed. By doing so, it risks taxpayer funds as it stymies economic growth. In 2015, the bank became incapacitated and has not recovered, she argues. She calls it an example of government granted privilege that doesn't create or maintain jobs or really promote exports, despite its original mission. In her view, boosted exports do not boost economic growth. It doesn't support small businesses and is not a good deal for taxpayers, she argued. Most importantly, the EXIM is not preventing China from dominating the global market with its subsidies, and she is not convinced it will boost American jobs and manufacturing. The goal of using a massive weapon against China was a bad idea in the first place. She adds, concluding, economic fights and national security fights are not won with subsidies. Hazelton disagrees. XIM provides a mechanism that American companies can use to VI for projects that would otherwise be out of reach. And the banking industry won't finance because of risk associated with the host country, she says, arguing for the bank's merit. The truth is that M provides financing only when the private sector will not, or financing only when the private sector will not or cannot, the concept known as additionality. Regarding China, the XIM is or could be a weapon for the U.S. export credit, is a strategic weapon in China's whole of government approach to enhance its global power, economic might, and national security, she stated. If the XIM is eliminated, she worries this leaves an unchecked China with a wide open field to claim jurisdiction over swaths of ocean and shipping lanes, expand its economic influence, and create major changes in the global balance of power. America would be foolish, she states, to relinquish XIM as a powerful tool in America's asymmetrical warfare toolbox. Commentary. Conservatives have long criticized the Export-Import Bank, which enjoyed decades of bipartisan support and strong backing from the U.S. business community. Critics view it as an example of crony capitalism, dubbed it the Bank of Boeing for its long support of the airline company. When Congress failed to renew its charter in 2015, the debate intensified. A victory for the Tea Party among Laude XIM critics. Its members oppose any role for the federal government, and XIM represents a private public partnership while they back unfettered capitalism and free market. Those who see value in the bank, like Hazelton, argue that American manufacturers need financial help to compete in critical markets like trains, aircraft, nuclear reactors, and earth-moving equipment against foreign companies in China and elsewhere who get generous export credit backing from foreign agencies. Losing the bank risks ceding important economic power to China, something the U.S. must avoid. Chapter 23, Key Points, Anti-Bank Position. Eliminate the bank. It's a protectionist agency that stymies economic growth. Conservatives want to lower the federal government's role in economic markets' pro-bank position. The bank helps its industries compete in critical markets against foreign companies who are backed by export subsidies, leveling the playing field and protecting us. Interest failure to support the bank gives China a wide open field to control ocean and shipping lanes, expand its economic influence and global power.